Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to this channel. This is a video series that teaches how to effectively use Microsoft Word to create a good thesis report. We are going to assume that you have finished the nitty-gritty of collecting the right materials for your thesis, and so all that is needed is to put everything into writing. Having said that, the first thing we are going to do is to set the environment. Talking about setting the environment, some of us will be tempted to create two files like some students do, so that one file will hold the main work and the other file will hold the preliminary pages. This decision is informed by the fact that the preliminary pages has a different number format from the main report, but don't do that. It is a wrong move, because later in the report development you are going to be faced with plenty of formatting issues. The right thing to do is to create one master document and put everything inside. Once you have created the master document, split it into two sections. The two sections will take care of the page number formatting that we talked about, so that section 1 will hold the preliminary pages with the numbering format of Roman numerals, and section 2 will hold the main pages of the document that will carry the numbering format of Arabic numerals. Once you have split the document into two sections, this is how it's going to look. Section 1 has the Roman page number, and section 2 has the Arabic page number. So let's go practical and see how it is done in Microsoft Word. I'm going to click on the start button on our taskbar to begin the process of opening Microsoft Word. Then I go to Word, I go to blank document, and once I've opened blank document, you see that we have a new Word document titled document 1, and if we look at the bottom of the screen, exactly on the taskbar, we see that it is reading page 1 of 1, which tells us that this document that we have just opened is a one-page document. Let's save the document by pressing Ctrl S, and I'm going to save the document in my folder Tech Blueprint. Let me give it a name such as my report. I will click save, and there we have our file is saved as my report. The next thing is for us to split the document into two sections. Splitting the document into two sections requires us to go to the ribbon. The ribbon actually is the rectangular bar at the top of your screen. You see that there are many tabs on the ribbon. We have file, we have home, we have insert, and so on and so forth. For us to split the document into two sections, we go to the layout tab. Click the layout tab, and there under it we have so many options that we can choose from. But the one of interest right now is the breaks. I click on breaks, which has two sections to it: page breaks and section break. We are now interested in section breaks, where we're going to click on next page. But before we click on next page, let's say that page breaks may be discussed later in the course of our discussions. So I'm going to click next page in section break. You may notice that the moment we click next page, we have two pages in our document, not like the one before where we had only one page. The fact is that now that we have two pages, they belong to different sections, and we can only know that when we double click in the footer section of the first page. For example, you'll see that the first page has a footer in section 1, and if we scroll down, the second page has a header in section 2. Let's now insert. The next thing we are going to do is to insert the page numbers. So to insert page numbers, we go to the insert tab, click it, and look for header and footer group, which is there, and in that group we have page number. So I click page number, and because we want to place the page number at the bottom of the page, we go to bottom of page and specifically select the center, which is plain number 2. Once that is done, you notice here that the first page, which is in section 1, has page number 1, and the second page, which is in section 2, has page number 2. But that is not what we want. We want the page in section 1 to carry Roman number 1, and the page in section 2 to carry Arabic number 1. So we are going back to the section 1, and because the footer is already selected, I'll come to the middle of anywhere in the first page and right click. When I right click, I'm going to see that one of the options I can select from is the format page numbers. So I click it. Once I have clicked the format page numbers, the page number format dialog box comes out, and you will see that number format here is Arabic number. So the text box suggests that we can click the arrow and select from a range of many other options. So if I click the arrow and we scroll down, we are looking for our candidate. There is the Roman numbers. So I click it and then come to start at radio button and select it, so that we can start at page 1 and click OK. Once we have done that, you see that that page there is carrying Roman number 1. We scroll down to the second page. We do the same by right clicking. But by the way, instead of right clicking, we can still go to insert. We go to page numbers, page number, and then there is your page number, format page number. So we click on format page number. So there are many ways of doing the same thing. So because the number format is appropriate, which is Arabic numerals, all we need to do is come down here at the radio button where we have start at, and click, so that we can have one inserted into the text box here, and we click OK. And once we have done that, we have already formatted, we have split our document into two sections, and we have appropriately given them the right page number. I think this is where we're going to stop. I hope you have benefited from the video. If so, we hope to meet in the next video. Thank you very much.